Hi there, my name is Daniel and you're watching Cold Starter. In this video, we'll discuss B2B Sales Wellness, specifically the daily structure that every single rep needs in order to perform consistently and avoid burnout. That being said, let's get right on. First things first, in this example, you're working 9 to 5, okay? That's the time that we'll use to base our structure off of. Obviously, I don't know what time you work, but you can adjust this to whatever time you work. So what I see a lot of reps doing is this: 8:45, you wake up, you run through 100 doors, let's say. By 3 o'clock, you are tired. Maybe sometimes two. I know this was the case for me. By 3 o'clock, you don't want to speak to another customer. You're burnt out, you're tired, probably you've got a bunch of no's, and you just are not performing on a consistent basis. This is a terrible structure. Let's now discuss a proper structure. First things first, the problem with the structure is, one, it doesn't have specific blocks. Okay, so what I want you to do is, instead of thinking I'm just going to knock 1,000 doors today, I'm going to actually work in blocks, right? Reason we work in blocks is very simple. This is your morning block, right? This is where you do your mental preparation. So mental prep, emotional prep, pitch practice. So this is before 8:45. Ideally, this should be between 8 and 8:30 latest, right? It might take you a bit longer to do this, but this is a very, very important part. Before you get to your first door, you need to be sharp, you need to be on the ball, and you need to have practiced your pitch, get your head right, and make sure that you're in the right mind frame to sell. Because if you're not, if you start 8:45 and you just start knocking, you're starting off cold. We want to warm ourselves up. So take this first block and do what you need to do to get yourself warmed up. If you need more advice on this, go to my previous video. That being said, second block, 9 a.m. maximum. You're on patch and you're working till 10:30 at the most, right? We don't want to burn ourselves out. The reason we take a break here, it should be 15 to 20-minute break, no longer than that. This is our break, okay? Now, and then you repeat that same process. So you've taken 20 minutes, it's 10:50 now, then you work for another 90 minutes. And then the same thing. Right. The whole point of this is you work in structured blocks to help you by pacing yourself. 90 minutes is all you really need. 90 minutes of door knocking, 15 to 20 minutes rest. And we repeat that until the end of the day. So when it gets to, let's say, 5 o'clock, boom, that's your day done. Now, that's the structure that I use. That's the structure that works. Why? Because there's breaks in between where you actually mentally reset, emotionally reset, you get to relax. Another thing is a at least 30 to 45-minute lunch, right? Don't skip lunch. Please don't do that. It's not good for your stamina throughout the day. It's not good for your mental health. I don't care if you got a customer waiting on you. I've made customers wait for me. I need to finish my lunch first because I need to make sure that I show up at 110%. Right? That's the whole point of this. Is to make sure that you show up as best as you can, because your energy levels throughout the day, believe it or not, are going to go down as you keep knocking doors. So you need a way to pace yourself. So instead of here where we use 100% of energy until 3 o'clock and then we're tired and we can't continue, some people even burn out before that. Instead of doing that, here we pace ourselves. Here we got 100%, 100%, and ideally 100%, but usually it's around 80, right? You can't control the end of the day slump. No matter how much you structure your day, at the end of the day, you're going to be tired, and that's normal. You can't perform at 100% at the end of the day, but at least you'll be able to perform throughout the day consistently. That's the whole point of this, is to build a daily structure of consistency and performance. That's what your team wants, that's what you want, that's what your commission wants, that's what your goals want, right? And this prevents burnout. This just makes sure that you have a structure you can follow that enables you to perform consistently. That being said, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you on the next one.